Hey everyone! Have you ever wondered why almost the entire world trades in US dollars? There's a fascinating story behind it that goes back about 80 years. In 1944, the world had just come out of World War II. Most countries' economies were destroyed, and they needed a new system for global trade. That's when representatives from about 44 countries gathered at a big meeting called the Bretton Woods Conference. There, they decided to choose one currency to make international trade easier. And guess what? That currency became the US dollar. Why the dollar? Because back then, the United States was the only country whose economy survived the war, and it held more than 2/3 of the world's gold reserves. So they said each dollar would be backed by gold, meaning $1 equals a fixed amount of gold. That's why every country trusted the dollar. Years passed, and in the 1970s, the US President Richard Nixon announced, "From now on, the dollar will no longer be backed by gold." In other words, there was no more gold behind the dollar. But since by then, the whole world was already used to trading in dollars, and global markets were running on it, no one could replace it with another currency. Then the US made a clever move. It made an agreement with Saudi Arabia and other oil-producing countries that oil could only be sold in US dollars. That's when the term petrodollar was born. So, any country that wanted to buy oil first had to get US dollars. And that's how the dollar became the global currency and the king of markets, crown. Today, about 80% of global transactions are done in dollars, and more than 60% of the world's foreign reserves are held in dollars. So when you hear people say the dollar went up, it actually means the global economy just caught a new wave, Earth. And now you know why, even after all these years, the dollar is still the undisputed king of currencies. Dollar. Fire. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Folding hands.